How's it going, everybody? My name is Doge, and today I will be taking you around something that basically means big engine but small car. Kind of like the Audi RS3 in a way. And this car is most definitely forgotten in the GV community, but I do see it sometimes, but that's on rare occasions. So today I'm going to be taking you around the 2003 Volkswagen Jetta. But there's a twist. For the 03 generation, it was offered with either a diesel 4-cylinder engine, a regular gasoline 4-cylinder engine, and then a big VR6 engine. Not really big in terms of like modern cars, like, you know, the maybe a GTR that's like a 3.5 liter V6. But this is a VR6 that's pretty big for this kind of car. So it actually comes with the regular 1.8 liter diesel engine as the base model, but this trim comes with the 2.8 liter VR6 producing 210 horsepower and 198 pound-feet of torque. Now, an engine configuration like this is incredibly rare to find nowadays, and it was much more common in the past, primarily in these Volkswagen cars. And honestly, yeah, I mean, it's one of the only cars where looks don't matter, because honestly it looks pretty ugly. If I do say so myself. It doesn't look that nice, doesn't look that thrilling. It's just a regular old Jetta, but I do like the fact that it has wide body, if you guys notice it. And yeah, the VR6, actually the entire 03 model was entirely front wheel drive. It's unfortunate that the VR6 didn't come with the all-wheel drive, because that would have made it a lot faster. But still, just imagine it: small sedan, beefy engine, front-wheel drive. That's what I call a performance car. This is what I call a grocery getter. And now that I've taken you guys on the looks and performance, let me show you how accurate the dealership specs are. Alright guys, so here we are at the dealership page for the 2003 Volkswagen Jetta, also known as the 2003 Wolfsburg Charge. Now, this is a very old model, dates back to the start of the revamp, and it only comes in 3 trims. That being the 3 regular engine options that I said in the intro. So first off, the base model comes with the diesel engine, making 110-ish horsepower. First of all, I'm just gonna say it now, these specs are highly inaccurate, so I'm just gonna say it now. Starting with the GLS CDI, I already said it's relatively slow, but it gets extremely good fuel economy. I actually drove the TDI not too long ago, and I actually just, you know, I loved it. It's a very convenient car. Moving on to the GLI VR6. Now this is the one we have here. All of these specs are inaccurate except the top speed. But anyway, I do like the fact that it was made lighter than most of the Jetta lineup. It's alright. The specs are alright. It does come with like around 200 horsepower. It in fact does. It only gets like 21 miles a gallon, and it comes in like 10 different colors: blue, red, another shade of blue, orange, gray, another shade of gray, white, piss, green, and yellow. It's all coming together, and I really like the rim choices as well. And moving on for the VR6, we have the GLI Turbo, which is basically the same thing but with the turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, making 160 horsepower, about the same as the CRX that I reviewed the other day. So yeah, these are all 3 trims, and all colors look pretty nice on it, pretty fitting if you ask me. So yeah, let's see what this thing sounds like. Alright, now that the sound and lighting tests are finished, let's see how fast this is. Alright, you know what, for old time's sake, let's use the manual transmission. I'm gonna floor it in 3, 2, 1... Alright, so what we're looking at here is a top speed of 137 miles an hour, followed by a 5-speed manual transmission with the front-wheel drive car. Let's check the braking real quick. The brakes are okay, but they could be a little better. I did almost spin out there, despite this car being front-wheel drive, and I didn't even have traction disabled, so that's a little weird. So yeah, let's see how this thing drives. Okay, for starters, it's not that fun of a car to drive. It's definitely good acceleration, but in anything else, no. It has terrible handling. It has huge amounts of understeer. I mean, oversteer, sorry. Actually, no. This car has huge amounts of understeer and basically can't turn when you're anywhere past 50 miles an hour. It just decides to, like, not turn at all. It's definitely a good commuter car, though, but I wouldn't recommend it because fuel economy isn't accurate in this game. So I would recommend second thinking, or maybe getting the GLI Turbo model before thinking about getting this one, because this one is only meant for like fun to drive. This car I think is only meant for like short distance commuting, fun to drive-ness, and just it's not really a car for like racing, because you know it doesn't really have a high top speed when it comes to like the regular. When it comes to, like, you know, performance cars with a V6. But still, the acceleration is pretty good. And the sounds are relatively basic, for one thing. So, it's an okay car. It's an okay car. My overall opinions is that, it's not that great. But, you know, it's a charm because, you know, it's an old model. It has great acceleration. It's fun to drive. But it's just not good in terms of anything else, because it can't turn, for one thing. It has huge amounts of understeer, and yeah. If I were to give an honest rating, I would say a 6 out of 10, because you know it's not that great, but it's also not that bad either, because it is an old model that needs a hell of a refresh. So yeah, the braking is also pretty decent too. So yeah, those are basically all my thoughts on the 2003 Volkswagen Jetta VR6. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and remember to suggest your cars. If you guys have any that you want me to review, just drop them down in the comments, and I'll more than happily get back to you. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.